Right, folks, I'm delighted to be joined by FBD Young Farmer of the Year 2019 winner, Liam Hanrahan from West Clare. Liam, good to have you on the show. We'll look at it before we get to the competition piece, I suppose, in terms of what happened and what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. Maybe just talk to us about what's happening at home and how things are. I mean, it's obviously very wet at the moment on a lot of farms. You're dairy farming in West Clare. Give us a feel for what's happening on the ground.
Hi, Jack. Yeah, thanks for having me on, first of all. And yeah, so we've a wet night there last night. So this morning is quite wet outside, but we're overall this year we can't complain too much. Haven't had a great in April, May, and June. You know, it's been a fantastic year, really overall. You know, for cows, for production and grass growth. With a bit of a slow start, right, in February. We had a very wet February and a bit of a delayed turnout to grass, but since we can't complain, and if we got a second summer now, wouldn't we be delighted altogether for the month of August? But things are going quite well. So we're milking 180 cows here this year, and going well, yeah.
Liam, on the breeding side of things, are you finished breeding at this stage, or when do you start? When do you kick off? We'll say in February. Maybe you're a little bit later kicking off, or when do you kick off, and I suppose when's the start and finish of breeding?
Yeah, so we start calving around the first week of February, Jack. So we start breeding the 1st of May. So we 12 weeks completed there last Friday. So we're just finished there now since the weekend. So yeah, so breeding went quite well. We're still observing heats, I suppose, but we're just to see what cows aren't in calf from now on. But we're happy. We're happy with a very good submission rate the first 3 weeks, and our non-returns looked quite good. So we're crossing our fingers, like, and hoping everything is okay. We'll scan there now in probably late September, October, for a final scan and to see how everything has went, and sure, we was in the past. This year we had a 6-week calving rate of somewhere around 85%. So we'll be kind of hoping for something similar next year, all going well.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. Like, so the fertility is good in the herd. Liam, any special projects that you did this year on the farm? Any big reseeding jobs or anything like that? We'll say, given that you couldn't go far off the farm, I suppose. Like, or was it just kind of keep the ship going?
Yeah, sir. We did take advantage. We have our next door neighbour, James Killeen, is actually working with us at the moment. He was supposed to go to New Zealand for the summer through dairy business, but couldn't go. So he's with us. So we've a chance to do a few jobs like that. So we've a bit of extra ground reseeded this year that we wouldn't have ordinarily done. We took advantage of the fine weather, I suppose, in June there and the end of May, and we've reseeded some of our silage ground as well as milking platform, and that should be nearly that kind of work done. And we completed a bit of land drainage as well along with that, and a few roadways gone in. So it has been a busy few months, but it is great to be able to take advantage of a with everything else is going quiet, to be able to take advantage of the way things have been, really. Yeah.
Liam, I suppose we're speaking to you in advance of the launch of the next round of the FBD Mokra FBD competition, Young Farmer of the Year competition. Before we kind of get into kind of some of the details in terms of this year, but what did you get something from participating in the competition? Like, how did you find your experience from participating in the competition?
Oh yes, yeah, no, the competition was a great experience. I was absolutely delighted to have been part of it, and the outcome was absolutely fantastic. Like, you know, it is, there's huge amount to be gained from it. Like, it's even just meeting the people who take part in the competition, the judges, and just going through the process. Like, it is a fantastic competition from organised by Mokra and supported by FBD. So it is, the whole process of going through from to representing the county and going to the semi-finals, and in the final in Dublin, where everyone, all the contestants are in Dublin, and the night of it, and the banquet, and I suppose the night out after. So it is all it is a great experience, and you do learn a lot from it. And the interview process itself, and sure, Justin was part of the panel. Like you learn a lot from the interview process, or any interview you do. Like you are put under pressure, and that is the idea of it, to see what the contestants are made of, sure, and that is.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I've been in the past been part of that judging panel as well, and like contestants do get a good grilling over when you get to that stage of the competition. Anyway, we'll say there's definitely you're put to the pin of your collar in terms of the questions. Since then, Liam, have you kind of was there much involved in terms of kind of what you had to do kind of once you were crowned overall winner? Says you, I mean, were you involved in much other kind of events, etc.? Kind of how did that pan out? Obviously, this year has been very difficult with the COVID job shutting down most things. Like so, yeah. What played out since you were crowned overall winner?
Yeah, sure. The competition, the final was in the end of November last year. So directly afterwards, there would have been a few different things. You would have been talking to yourselves and to different people about the competition, and just to promoting the competition, and its advantages really. And you'd, I suppose, ordinarily, like there would have been farm walks planned for this year, but given the way things have went with COVID, that wasn't the case. So the number of events have been small, like, but you'd be hoping next year that everything should go back to somewhere normal and be able to take part in those sort of events, and hopefully for next year's winners to be able to take full advantage of that, and to be able to, even just the fact that going to non-Macra events, it's recognizable that these people are here and they're interested and they want to learn. Like, so it's no, you'll be definitely looking forward to the future, and obviously this year was a unique challenge for everyone. Like, such as there's it, it probably it probably would be it'd be very different to other years, really.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, a very strange, a very difficult year in terms of trying to get out to those events and gather groupings, etc., and that kind of thing. It has been difficult, but hopefully, as you say, things will take a turn up. And I mean, I suppose that's the issue. I mean, I get a feeling that you'd be giving the thumbs up to young farmers that were going to take part in the competition. You'd be giving them the thumbs up to kind of get involved, participate, take your chance, and kind of, as you say, the experience alone of meeting different people and going through the whole judging process is positive in terms of what it does to you as an individual.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, totally agree with that, Jack. And as you said there, take your chance. It is a matter of kind of taking the chance at it, really. Like, you mightn't see yourself. I wouldn't have seen myself sitting here like last year, and that's the thing. Like, it's a matter of just doing it, really, and going for it. It's like, it is a fantastic competition to be involved in. Like, it's and it opens up many doors within Macra as well. Like, so this year I was invited onto the Ag Affairs Committee as a result. So even that is a huge honour, really, to be able to be part of a national committee and to get your views heard, like, and to be able to bring the views of your club and county to council. Like, if wanted, like, that's only if but that's one side of it. And just the fact of, I suppose, having the recognition that young farmers are up there with the best, like, and that it's I couldn't it's hard to put into words, to be honest, how much I'd be promoting it, really.
No, look, at fair play, Liam. Thanks for taking the time out from the busy schedule to touch base with us. I mean, as you say, you're giving it the thumbs up. The competition, the details, the full details are. I see it there on the Macra page in the journal there this week, in terms of, like, it's open to beef, dairy, and sheep farmers, and others, tillage farmers as well. Anyone that's in terms of farming and under the age of 35, says they're eligible for the young to enter the Macra FBD Young Farmer of the Year competition. So, listen, Liam, thanks for that, and I'm sure we'll be in touch again in the near future.
Okay, no problem, Jack. Thanks very much.